Is this Mustang seat really worth the $350+ price tag, or are you better off with your stock seat when you bought your bike, especially the Rebel 500, 300, or 1100? We're gonna answer the question together, but before that, let's roll the intro. Well, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to yet another video. If you're new here, I'm M.A. Jafari and this is my Rebel 500 and my GX470. Today we're going to answer the question whether this Mustang seat, which is worth $359 exactly as of today, or are you better off with your stock seat. For starters, I had this seat for almost 4 months and I've put more than 4,000 miles on the bike using this very seat. I think I'm pretty qualified to talk about it, but before that, let's put on the saddle boxes, go for a ride, and I can tell you what I think about it, if you should buy it, if you should consider it, or you're just better off with your stock seat. What I love about the saddle boxes the most is the ability to pop them off and put it back on. Oop, maybe not the first time, but the second time. This one's always a pain to put on. Just have to delete them a little. There you go. As easy as that. Alright, I think I'm ready to go. This is one of the first days that we have such a beautiful weather in a while, because it's been absolutely cold and it's either cold or raining. But I'm happy that we have this kind of day. Also, you might be wondering why I'm starting this video in a different location. It's because I recently moved. Should have started the bike earlier so it's not too cold, so we can just get going. I'm recording the audio in a new way today using my DJI mic, so hopefully it sounds good and not as bad as this GoPro used to record internally. Oh man, I've been missing riding without having an extra layer or an extra hoodie underneath. That's a car, but it's coming in enormous speed. Alright, so first thing first, the Mustang seat is definitely more comfortable than the stock seat. It's a no-brainer. Not the 1100 stock seat, because as you know, my boy Fadla just has picked up his Rebel 1100, which I will be making a video very soon, and finally ride it after, like, I think he's owned it for 3 months now or more. Not sure. Time is pretty fast going in these days, but he's been able to ride the bike without needing to change the seat yet. We did go to Ocean City Cruise the weekend and he had his stock seat and he was totally fine. However, there's a bike right there. How you doing? However, the stock seat that came with the Rebel 500, I love how it looked. It went perfectly with the bike, with the color scheme. Brown seat looked absolutely amazing. But what I hated the most about it is how uncomfortable and how unpleasant the riding the bike was. After 30 minutes, 45 minutes, I would have already had my bums go to sleep, feeling numb, as well as really getting that tailbone. Hi doggy. Okay, bye doggy. As well as having a very sharp pain in my tailbone, which first time, ooh, it's smoking. All right, back to the track. Which first time I took my bike to Skyline Drive, which is an hour away, and then 30 minutes ride up the mountain and back, I felt the pain throughout my body, and it was hurting absolutely crazy for the next 2 days. Sounds good. However, ever since I got this $359 exact amount Mustang seat for the past 3-4 months, anywhere between an hour to 2 riding, don't get me wrong, your butt still goes to sleep, but let's say hi to the fella. How you doing? But what I was saying, yeah, so after 40 minutes, an hour of sitting this kind of cramped like this, your butt will go to sleep no matter what. but it has been, you see what I did, but it has been more manageable ever since I got this engine guard, or what do we call it, the frame sliders. I could just put my leg in a more comfortable position and being able to just relax a little more like this, and it makes it more comfortable, especially how the padding is, how more comfortable it is. What I'm saying is it's definitely more comfortable, way more comfortable than the stock seat was. Another thing that I absolutely love about it, and some people might hate it, is the form of the, or the shape of the seat is a little different than the stock seat. What are you doing, guy? It is definitely different than the stock seat, which I'm going to show you in 1 second when we arrive and park. What it does is brings you forward to be closer to your handlebars. And what I used to do, and I thought myself be doing when I had the stock seat, is I was a little bit more to the back and I had to hunch down to control the bike and use my handlebars. Oh, this place is absolutely amazing. I love this season. Not the cold, but when it's like this nice to ride. Anyway, this Mustang seat has this shape of it and the back going up, which I'm going to show you like in literally 1 second as soon as I park there. And what it does is that it puts you forward a little, brings you forward a little, and you're closer to the handlebars, meaning that you don't have to necessarily have a hunch in the back. Oh, of course you're gonna park there. That was my spot. You're not gonna have a hunch on your back. Let's just park it here and I'll show you guys what I mean. Also, I couldn't find my tripod. My Gorilla Pod probably is lost in the moving. Let's turn it off. Before I show you how it looks when I sit on the bike, I want you to see this quality, this feeling of the seat. It is definitely squishy everywhere. Putting it on was a little hard because on the Rebel 500 the bolts are in here, and 300 as well, and definitely was a struggle to get, especially this bolt right there. It was a little struggle, but it's hard to take it off and put it on, but it's not too hard. Definitely not a rocket science. You can do it with the provided 5mm Allen key. But that aside, it is definitely way more comfortable than how the stock seat was from the factory. See, nothing is impossible when you can find things here and there to use. No tripod, but it's fine. I'll show you what it looks like. So this is how I look when I sit on the bike. The back is more toward the front. It's not as crazy as how it used to be. It used to be like this. I used to sit like this and have to hunch forward, which I'm going to show you in a video that I have from when I had the stock seat. But now I feel like I'm sitting more towards the front and it's easier to use the handlebars and control the bike, versus how it used to be like this, a little bit more toward the back, because this seat provides more support to basically your ass and push you forward a little toward the bike better, if that makes sense. So now I'm more like this and it's definitely more comfortable. But again, when I put my leg up, because of how this looks, let's say I'm riding, I get pain here and in my torso and my legs after about like an hour and a half. The most I've rode the bike with this seat, this configuration, has been 2 hours, and I couldn't resist even 10 more minutes after that. But I didn't feel the pain after that day, versus the stock seat, where when I rode it for an hour and a half or 2 hours with pauses, with rests, and it started hurting, and it kept hurting the 2 days afterwards. But that's the difference. All right, let me put this back. Oh, also, let me show you this too. With this frame sliders, I can just bring my leg up and just relax. So sometimes go like this. Not a good look, I know, but yeah. I believe that's pretty much it about the Mustang seat. I think it's a really short video, but I wanted to pick the camera up and talk about this particular seat because it's been, as I mentioned, almost 4 months, and now I have 5,700 miles on the bike, close to 6,000, or is it 6,000? Let's check. Moment of truth. All right, still 5,700, not 6,000. Good. Thought it was 6,000, but it's 5,700. It's close to 6,000. But I have 6,000 miles on the bike, and having 4,000 miles of those miles done with that seat, I kind of wanted to make this video for you guys to talk about it. And if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. Try to answer as much as I can. We're also really close to 1,000 subscribers, 969, which is a nice number as of today, and I hope we get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Would be awesome. Also share this video with your friends or those who you know that they're thinking about buying a Mustang seat or other seats. Also, I'm losing light, so I'm gonna take this off because I don't need it anymore. But I think with that all being said, as always stay amazing. See you guys in the next one. Peace. And this is how I have the camera set up. No tripod, no problem. I guess